Kevin. Kevin's a dear friend of mine. I've known him, I think, almost 8 years now. And yeah, we've had quite a fun adventure with the Super Patch Company. And before that, Kevin was a lead trainer, head trainer for a lot of the hockey teams up in Canada, worked with Wayne Gretzky, was a big shot. And yeah, he's helped a lot of people over a course of, and a course of
I'm aging myself. There we go.
yeah, that's okay. But can you imagine if you had had a few of these patches back in those days? Oh, that
Uh,
would have been nice.
that's what all, you know what, Tim? It's funny you say that because when I meet all the alumni with different teams I've been with, that's exactly what they say. Kev, where was this when I was playing? It wasn't around yet,
Yeah,
so, but now it is. So
I
it's
know. Isn't
exciting.
that it's cool though? I mean, just the whole, and I love that you keep in contact with all those people, that because you are, to me, you have one of the biggest hearts I've ever met, and you're just such a giver and a lover and a helper, and yeah, you inspire all of us so much, and we'd really
Thanks.
thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, pretty. I'm getting red. I'm
That's
matching my hair
okay.
now, whatever is left.
But I'm really just having this little live today to talk about your personal. I've never heard your personal story about the technology, how it helps you and what you use as far as
Sure.
the
Yeah.
patches and what you see, because you're always helping everyone else. And I was curious, like, what I'm
Yeah,
not
what
the
do I do? That's right. What do I do? Yeah, you gotta stay in the starting lineup as far as it's a term I use in sports, right? Like if you're not a starter, you're not a starter. It means what you're on the bench. And I said, you know what? I want to remain a starter for the rest of my life. So I'm going to be doing a lot that I can, whatever I can come across. And so, yeah, welcome to the home program or your personal program of my personal experience and experiment with the tech. And I'm a minimalist, thankfully. I'm down to 2 patches. And so, I'm grateful for when I meet others that I have options, as I call it, to help people. But my go-to was the first technology that we ever came out with, and it's the one we have with the Liberty Patch. That is my go-to, and that was first and foremost because of, for those of you that don't know this, you can go and Google this, okay? Because we have a short call, but you can go Google function of the brainstem. You just have to go function. Go Google that term, function of the brainstem, and you're gonna go, wow. No wonder you're wearing that. So just I'm 63 years of age, okay, folks, and I have a granddaughter now. So movement and mobility is a big part of whatever I've been doing in my lifetime as an athletic therapist, sports trainer, neuro wellness specialist, all the different titles. But the critical thing is when you have a 3.5 going on 4 granddaughter, you need mobility and you need range of motion and you need quickness and you need balance. Why? Because that kid is on the upswing and I'm 63. So this is a big so this patch for me has been a go-to from the beginning, Kim. And I have never been without it because of what I saw on the brainstem. And more importantly, as a active ager, not a senior, as an active ager, there's some really important stats out there on fall prevention. So it's like, I don't want to fall down. Right. So welcome to prevention, which is what. So that's my number one patch. My number two patch, when this one came out, I got like super excited. And the reason I got super excited, folks, is one of my backgrounds was teaching. And I became very passionate about a system called the immune system. So I'm a sports guy. So in sports, you need offense and defense. Offense is my liberty. And they say in sports, defense wins championships. What's defense? The immune system. What's that patch? Called a defend patch. And when I saw with a live blood cell analysis what this pattern and what this tech does to the physiology of the blood, I said, I'm in. I told my kids, when you see me breathe my last, there's going to be this patch on my body. What's that patch for? Let me tell you why Gramps is wearing this patch. Why? Because defense is everything in regards to helping us
Uh-huh.
function better when we talk about the immune system. And so if there was something that I could just put on my body that would change how my blood functions, that it could deliver and protect me from, as I use, the bad guys that are trying to take me out of the game,
Right.
and I could help my blood function better
Mm-hmm.
by delivering oxygen, nutrients to all the cells in my body so I could be my best, sign me up. And that's what I did. So those two have been my go-to, Kim, um, when they first came out. So the Liberty was before the Defend, but when I saw from our medical people
Right.
what this patch did, I'm in because I already knew about this system because I have a lot of other stories in my family about people that have had their defense affected. And I said, whatever I can do to help build my defense. So in the red zone, welcome to football, in the red zone, they're not going to score a touchdown on me. Sign me up. And that's what I did. And I've been doing ever since. And I just love the benefits and how it's helped me to function better as a 63-year-old father, grandfather. I don't know about the next one after that. It's not my call. That's
Right.
stuff's gonna happen in between. But as I get older, I want to be able to be at my top gear, just like when I work with my athletes. What can I do to stay at this level of function so that I could be my best in being alongside you as a teammate and work as we work together to help more people. That's the cool thing with that.
Yeah,
So
I agree 100% with you. Those are the two. Well, I use Victory rather than Liberty. When Victory came out, it just gives me a little bit more oomph.
yes,
So
sure,
but they both have essentially the base technology, the base,
yeah,
working with your brainstem. And then after I saw the blood cell analysis and all the changes that go on when you put that defend patch within like what 20 minutes, 30
yeah,
minutes, your blood can literally like night and day differences we've seen. And I know you're
yeah.
doing some work on that with Dr. Passville, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, what's fascinating is that when you look at, I work with Dr. Passu at a functional neuroenergy clinic here in Burlington, Ontario, neuroregenerative science, as I call it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're able to, meet people that have challenges, I mean, that's why we go see a physician, right? Like Houston, we have a problem. And now you get an assessment and you can see what's affecting your body and then what changes can we bring in to help us run better. It's like taking your car to the mechanic and they go, "Oh, so this is why it's not working properly." Yeah, everything's cause and effect in the body. And the beauty with this, Kim, is we get to educate, like we get to educate and teach and show people. So now they understand, going, I didn't know this, Kev. I didn't know this, Dr. Sill. Now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can we do? Welcome to coach. They keep scoring on us.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta build up the defense. We gotta work on the offense. We gotta work on a lot of parts of our game. And it's so exciting to be in that type of field with people that come to us, whether with a practitioner program, associates like you and I, and say, "Hey, I got a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you what I do." And we show them, and they go, "I got to try this experiment, man. Just going a touchdown every time you put that patch. It's okay. I'm wearing that patch. If I score a touchdown every play, Kev, sign me up for that one." I can't guarantee that, folks, by the way. I'm just saying that. But that's the mindset. That would be great. That'd be great. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But that's the shift
Mm-hmm.
that they experience with their own personal experiment with the tech. And just like yourself, Kim, where you found your recipe, this is why I share with the clients. Is we're going to find the recipe that works best for you, for your situation,
For sure.
because we're all unique with what we come to the table with. So that's what we got. So it's very inspiring, very exciting. Every day is like I tell people I get to live out reality television. at the clinic. Really? Well, because I
Absolutely.
see reality and we see
You were
reality.
the
She said,
most enthusiastic person I think I might have ever met, honestly. And you've always, you come out with this with so much heart, and you've taught all of us to be bulletproof in our belief and
yeah,
trust in this technology because, I've had my brain scan, you've had your brain scan. I haven't had the blood and cell analysis thing, but I know you have. And it's just when you see it in those technical black and white doctors saying, look at this and look at this and look at the difference. I mean, I had like a 43% improvement in brain function in what is the difference between 40 minutes between the first scan, and then you wait 45 minutes or something like that. After you put the technology on, they scan again. I mean, that is like
right.
it's
It's like I tell people, it's Star Trek.
it is,
It's
yeah.
like Scotty, beam. I'm a 60s kid. I said, Scotty, beam me up. I said, I need help like stat. I
Right.
said, let me show you what is possible with your nervous system when it's been optimized.
Right.
I go, I got to try anything, Kev. Why? Kev, I got some challenges, man. And I'm looking for answers. Maybe you guys can help me. He says, maybe we can. But I said, no, I know for a fact when I put that one Liberty patch on you, I know what's going to happen with your balance.
Yep.
Why? Because it's instant.
Yeah.
Because I got the science, I got the Kim stories, I got the KD stories, I got a lot of stories.
Oh yeah, I know you do.
We got lots. Like, I'm in competition with
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Like we got lots of stories. I
Pretty
said,
soon we'll have millions of stories,
well,
like
this
written
is
down
what's so,
stories.
that's right. This is what's so profound with
Yeah.
this. It's everyday people that we get to help in a very simple, profound way
And it's
with a drug.
easy.
It's
There's
right.
no diets. There's no exercise program. There's no whatever else, other, I forget, neurofeedback or any of those other things, that take months or weeks or years or whatever. You just stick the patch on, stick and peel and stick, baby. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, in the age of technology, when I share this with people about the simplicity of touch and going, well, how does your cell phone work? Oh, I got to type in a password. Okay. So what happens if you type in the wrong password? The phone doesn't open up. Okay, welcome to our technology.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a pattern that works the same, especially with the Liberty, on everybody's brainstem.
Mm-hmm.
Some get more benefit than others, but I know what's going to happen with that patch when it goes on with your balance.
Mm-hmm.
That's We got the right password. That's what we figured out with this tech.
Yep.
I said, you can try it. How do you I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I didn't pass the demo either. How do you think I felt?
Yeah.
30 years of sports medicine. I wasn't a happy camper.
Yeah. And
But yeah. So now it's like last 10 years has just been profound of what we've been able to do to help like people like yourself, myself, family members, loved ones.
yeah.
Great, a profound gift.
Well, we're
So
changing
yeah,
the game, man. The game has changed. It is not the
that's right.
same game anymore.
No,
Yep.
like quality of life, especially with people at the clinic, Kim, quality of life is everything, man. And when you can help people with that, man, we get Kleenex moments. I
Absolutely.
didn't think this was possible. Neither did I. But I figured I learned something. I said, we're always learning.
Uh-huh.
We're always learning, always in the room for improvement. Everybody's in that room. Huh? What else can I learn? Always more to learn.
Absolutely.
And
And
then
that's part of
when
the
you get,
fun, I think. There's always new patches coming out. Jay's always teaching us new stuff about neurology, or even like when he was talking about the joy patch, for example. It's like I never thought about, this patch helps you kind of go back to the way you felt when you were a kid before all this crap in your life happened, right? I mean, it's like
yeah,
I didn't think that was
no,
possible.
that's right. Listen,
It's
I live that out with my granddaughter.
right.
They live in the joy zone. I said,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be nice to be there? And that'd be, like you said, I can't remember last time I was there, Kev. I said, what if you could be there every day?
Yeah.
what if I could help change your focus on how you approach life?
Right.
You go help others. Oh, what a novel idea.
It
You
is
know,
a novel idea.
it is. I says, we get to do this. We
Uh-huh.
get to be a part of that type of mission.
It's truly a lot
Ev-
of fun.
It is the blast. Anyways, we can go on forever, but I know you're on a
Yeah,
10-minute
and
shot
I
clock.
so
We're gonna get,
appreciate you
we're gonna
coming.
throw the flag. We're gonna throw the flag on a delay a
Right.
game there.
I'm
Throw a
pulling,
flag, delay a game.
I'm gonna blow the whistle here, but I appreciate you, and I love you so much.
Love you too.
know, and you just are just a blessing to us all. We just care about you, and you're just such a natural teacher, and I appreciate you coming on, spending a few minutes with us today.
Well, thanks for the ask. And you
Oh
know
yeah,
me,
I'll have
I
you
get a
on
chance
again.
to talk.
I'll have you on again for
All
sure.
right. All
All
right,
right, I'm
Karen.
gonna sign this off, and we're gonna
All right.
talk again soon. Bye bye.